Most people enter this profession looking at the top line salary. They see the $200,000 floor and assume the path to wealth is linear. But a true executive audit requires looking at more than just the gross revenue. To understand the CRNA model, you have to weigh the massive wealth velocity against the mechanical risks of the clinical machine. Today, we are stripping away the day in the life fluff to perform a deep tissue financial and professional audit of the role. We are starting with the risks, the ones that can end a career or drain a bank account before you ever hit your stride. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you the exact $10 million wealth delta that most providers miss. The vigilance burden. When you step into the operating room as a nurse anesthetist, you aren't just a clinician, you are the final line of defense for a human life. We often talk about stress, but stress is a pedestrian term. The reality is vigilance fatigue. For 95% of your career, the work is a highly controlled, rhythmic process of titration and monitoring. But the other 5% requires a level of white-knuckle focus that the human brain was not designed to sustain for 12 hours a day. You are managing the last order. There is no one to look to when the airway is lost or the hemodynamics collapse. This level of autonomy is a double-edged sword. It is the pinnacle of nursing authority, but it comes with a mental tax that compounds over decades. Later in this video, we will discuss how this mental tax translates into golden handcuffs. But first, we need to look at the legal and financial exposure of that autonomy. The malpractice reality. Let's look at the data. According to the latest Medscape malpractice report, anesthesia remains one of the highest exposure specialties in healthcare. As an independent nurse anesthetist, your legal footprint is massive. Because you operate with high autonomy, you also occupy a high visibility position in any litigation. One suboptimal outcome, even if clinically justified, can result in years of depositions and a permanent mark on your National Practitioner Databank record. This is the tail risk of the profession. While the malpractice insurance covers the judgment, it does not cover the opportunity cost of the time spent in court or the psychological toll on your professional confidence. However, there is a specific way to structure your business entity to shield your personal assets from this exposure, which we will break down in the wealth section of this audit. The physical and mental erosion. The clinical machine is physically demanding. As a nurse anesthetist, you are subject to ergonomics that are frankly hostile to the human frame. Standing for 8-hour spine cases, wearing 20 pounds of lead in the cath lab, and the repetitive motion of managing a difficult airway take a cumulative toll. We see a high incidence of neck, back, and shoulder issues that often force providers into early retirement or expensive physical therapy. Beyond the physical, there is the invisible risk of chemical and radiation exposure. Even with modern scavenging systems and lead shielding, 30 years in the surgical suite is an environmental tax on your health. If you don't have a strategy to exit the bedside by year 15, the clinical machine will eventually start to consume the very wealth you worked so hard to build. The contractual fragility. Beyond the clinical and physical, there is a structural risk that most providers ignore until it's too late: the volatility of institutional contracts. While the demand for the profession is inelastic, your specific position as a nurse anesthetist within a hospital or surgical center is often governed by an exclusive contract, held by a larger entity. We are seeing a massive shift toward private equity-backed anesthesia groups that prioritize vendor consolidation over individual provider longevity. If the group holding the contract loses its standing or renegotiates terms that erode your margin, your local revenue stream can vanish overnight. This is the dependency risk. When you aren't the one holding the primary contract, you are a guest in the building, subject to the political and financial whims of administrators. This fragility is why we advocate so strongly for the sovereign model. Because when you are an interchangeable part in a massive corporate machine, your career stability is an illusion. You must build a business in a bag that can be deployed anywhere, or you remain vulnerable to a boardroom decision you weren't invited to attend. If you are finding value in this high-level audit, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We are dedicated to helping clinicians move from being a cog in the healthcare wheel to becoming a sovereign professional entity. Join our community of data-driven providers by subscribing now. The wealth engine. Now, let's pivot to the leverage. This is why you are here. The wealth velocity of a nurse anesthetist is arguably the highest in all of healthcare, relative to the years of schooling required. When you move into the 1099 or independent contractor model, you aren't just a high earner, you are a business owner. By utilizing an S Corp structure, you can maximize your pre-tax wealth capture through solo 401k contributions and strategic business deductions that a W-2 employee can only dream of. We are talking about the ability to shield an additional $30,000 to $50,000 of income from the federal government every single year. When you compound that tax-shielded capital over a 20-year career, the difference between a nurse anesthetist and a standard floor nurse isn't just a higher salary, it is a $10 million wealth delta. Autonomy and sovereignty. The greatest pro of being a nurse anesthetist is clinical sovereignty. You are the expert in the room. In the surgical suite, the hierarchy shifts. The surgeon relies on your expertise to keep the patient alive while they perform the procedure. This level of respect and multidisciplinary collaboration provides a sense of professional fulfillment that is rare in the nursing world. You own the airway, you own the plan, you own the outcome. This sovereignty isn't just about ego, it's about the quality of your work life. You aren't being micromanaged by administrators who have never stepped foot in an OR. You are a sovereign clinician operating at the top of your license. To help you navigate this transition into sovereignty, I've put together a comprehensive ebook that audits the business of anesthesia. You can find the link in the description below to download your copy today. Recession-proof leverage. In an uncertain economy, the nurse anesthetist holds the ultimate leverage: inelastic demand. Hospitals and surgical centers cannot function without anesthesia. Elective surgeries might fluctuate, but trauma, obstetrics, and urgent surgical needs are constants. This means your value to the healthcare system is not subject to the same market volatility as other high-paying tech or finance jobs. You are a recession-proof asset. This security allows you to take more aggressive risks in your personal investment portfolio because your primary engine, your license, is virtually guaranteed to produce high-velocity cash flow in any economic climate. If you are just starting your journey or looking to optimize your current practice, I've developed a free starter kit for the independent provider. It's a 2-step guide to setting up your clinical entity the right way from day one. The final verdict. So, is the wealth worth the risk? After auditing the data, the answer is a definitive yes, but only if you manage the machine correctly. If you treat your career as just a high-paying job, the risks of vigilance fatigue and physical erosion will eventually catch up to you. But if you treat your career as a sovereign clinical entity, you can capture the wealth, shield yourself from the risk, and exit the bedside on your own terms. The nurse anesthetist model is the ultimate vehicle for financial freedom, provided you have the strategy to drive it. To see exactly how this model compares to other high-level nursing paths, click the video on the screen now to watch our audit on the $175,000 overhead gap. I'll see you there.